Hey, you guys, it's me, Kianna, coming at you today, and I'm coming at you in the midst of doing my orders and things like that. Before I go further, let me tell you, I added a whole bunch of new items to my store. Go check it out. It's bigcuz52.webs.com. The link, as usual, will be below. And added tons and tons and tons of items, you guys. So you have to go check it out. I just got some more of these in. It is so pretty in that beautiful mint green, and it comes with the matching earrings. It's just a whole bunch of items, you guys, that you have to go check out. And I just added them, and you guys know how it works. My stuff goes really fast. So go check it out when you get a chance. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, all right. I had to come and do a video because sometimes things come to my mind and I really reflect on the journey that I've had in the past. Not just post-op, because as you know, I'm 3 months post-op from having my gastric sleeve, but not just post-op, but a lot of reflection has been going on because I've been on quite a journey. I've been on quite a journey just through life itself. And I would say for the past about 10 months, almost a year. Um, and when I sit and reflect and when I sit and think about things, um, it just brings me, it just evokes certain videos in me. And of course, I was thinking about, different things, but of course, health is something that we all need to have a focus on. And it's definitely a priority now in my life. I haven't mastered anything. So let me say that and make that clear. I have not mastered anything, but progression I have done. Being consistent I have done, and being productive I have done. So, being that God doesn't ask perfection from us, I think I've done pretty well. I think I've done pretty well. Um, but I wanted to talk to you guys, as you can see in the title. Um, And these are just my thoughts, you guys. We all have them. That's normal. We all can, uh, you know, sit around and talk and, hear one's opinions and thoughts. We can do so as adults. We can do so remaining ladies. And we can do so being respectful of each other. So, um, my views and my thoughts may not be yours. All right. But these are just my thoughts. These are things that I've noticed. These are things that has either impact me directly in my life, or I've seen it impact others around me, whether that's in my circle, family members, friends, or whatever. But poverty definitely goes hand in hand um, with not so much as obesity or being overweight, but it definitely is rapid amongst those who are poverty stricken. It's sad and it's true. Thank you, mailman. Thank you so much.
It's pizza.
No, that's not pizza. That's mommy's. That's some things I got express shipped to me.
It, it is short.
Yeah. Okay, mommy doing the video. Okay, I'll be finishing 1 second. Okay, so um, it definitely does go hand in hand at times. I was saying that it's sad, but it's true that you can feed a family of 4 or 5 easily for $10 on a dollar menu. But then if you want to go into the market and fix a dinner for 4 or 5, well balanced dinner, um, including your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, and all of that. If you wanted to fix that, it would be it would be feasible, but it's much easier and also much more convenient to just go pull up to McDonald's and instantly have a meal, if you want to call it, for an entire family for $10. And that's just our reality. And when we are faced with choosing a economical um, decision, and when we're faced with choosing a decision amongst the working poor, that have to have convenience, availability, and all of that, more chances, more times than not, um, when faced with those two options, they're going to go for the convenience of that extra value or that dollar meal. Another thing is that the reality is, and it's just reality, whether we like it or not, whether it sounds pretty or not. Not everybody is going to be rich. Not everybody is rich. When we actually know what the real definition of rich is, we'll find that you're more than likely not going to be rich. The real definition of rich. And so we all fall into a category where at times we're going to um, not have every opportunity available to us. But my priority at this time, my focus, one of my focuses, and one of my goals is to um, make it available to me and find resources and find creativity to change that way of thinking, to within the confines of my not only environment but my financial situations, in the confines of that, to be able to uh, eat as well as possible. And when I say eating well, I'm talking about healthy choices. Now, again, I don't, God doesn't ask for perfection. I always say that. He never asks for perfection, He asks for progression. And with knowing that, living that, and embodying that, I don't ask for perfection out of myself as well. Because who am I to ask for something that God doesn't even ask for? Who are you to ask for something that God doesn't even ask for? So I'm not going to always make the perfect decision. I'm not even going to always make the best decision. But what I will do is, again, within my limitations, whether that's financially, whether that's environmentally, whatever, within my situation, I want to make the best choices possible. Now, at times, that takes a little extra work. Some things that I do, and I probably will share it with you guys and do it on camera within the next week or so. Um, when I buy my veggies, whether that's from the Asian food market, which I've taken you guys over the past, year and a half, I've taken you so many times on my channel, whether that's you go to um, what do they call it, farmers markets or whatever. But what I do is I spend my Sunday, not the whole Sunday, but I do spend a large part of my Sunday preparing things for the entire week. For one, it's cheaper to do because when you pay for veggies and things like that that are already pre-cut, you're paying for the convenience. When it just simply takes you being a little bit more organized, creative with your time, and wise with your time, and it could save you big time. I mean, big money over time. Okay, so I spend a good part of my Sunday prepping things for the week. Um, I also break down things that I buy in bulk. Um, I also literally handwrite the menu for the entire week. Um, Now, my home is a little different from everyone else's home. I live with myself being post-op and not being able to actually physically eat certain things, um, because I really can't digest them. And it's the simplest things at times. Things that you would think is easy to digest, I just happen to be one who can't. So I live with that. I also live with a vegetarian, which is my daughter. Um, and my husband, who is transitioning from eating whatever he wants to trying to do better. Again, not saying we're perfect, but trying to do better. It's called progression. And also Pootie being, just turning 4 the other day, by the way, with him making sure or trying to ensure that he has certain vitamins, trying different fruits and vegetables and things like that with him. So it's a little different. It takes definitely some time, some effort, and some creativity. But when I set aside a set portion of my week just to do that, or just to make sure that I do that, I find not only I save money, but um, we're more progressive. We're more productive, and we find that we make better choices. Example: I always have little mini grapes and things like that sitting next to me. Why? Because when I want to reach for something, or if I see a commercial that triggers something inside my head, um, you got to remember, all of my life, almost 40 years, um, I've been an overeater. And even though 80% of my stomach is gone, I still have the same mind that I've had for almost 40 years. The same mind that would use food as a vice, or a tactic to maybe get some kind of comfort. So at times things trigger that. It could be a scent, it could be a commercial, it could be um, something that I overheard that somebody ate, or somebody went to, and they told me that she went to a restaurant or something like that. It could be any of those things that could trigger that thought instantly. And although um, I'm not drawn to overeat, because I already know that it's not going to be possible, so don't even think about it. It still has a trigger that, ooh, let me get something. It's literally an instant thought. It happens so quickly that you literally will be reaching and then forget that, oh, I'm not even going to be able to eat that. So when that time happens, I have something that I can reach. And eventually, as time goes by, you got to understand I'm freshly out. 3 months is only 90 days. Literally. Let me say that again: 90 days. That's it. So, 40 years of this mindset is not going to change in 90 days. But as I'm transitioning, as I'm being delivered and healed from the uh, the the mindset, the spirit of obesity, and the generational curses that's been placed on my life, um, and it's been involved with food. Um, I'm using mechanisms, I'm using tactics, and that's what I use. But I just wanted to do this video, and I'm sorry that it's been so long, but I really wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been pressed on my heart and my spirit. And yes, I do believe that um, because of the things that I've already discussed, that obesity will continue to be rapid, rampant in the poverty communities, because of the things I said. Also because of we are creatures of habit, and we remember Big Mama used to cook all that food, and it's okay to have those things because we're human and we like these things, and they bring up all kinds of memories, and we equate food with happiness, sad. I mean, from a baby shower we eat, from a wedding, after the wedding we have a reception and eat, a bereavement and death after the funeral we eat. So food is attached to so many different things in our lives. So it's never going to go away. And it's something that we have to have. Now, we don't have to have double dip fried chicken, but it's, it's reality. It's going to happen. No one is perfect. The sooner we realize and look around at not only the people around us, but also the studies that's been going on forever. If everybody was perfect, if everybody ate perfectly every day, including you, um, if everybody ate like that, then there would not be an obesity rate the way it is. It would not be Americans leading the obesity rate. It just wouldn't happen. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't go together. Okay, so common sense would tell us that somebody's eating something somewhere. Okay, um, and like I said, I don't think that we should exclude all of those foods out of our life. I think that we need to find a balance. I think that we need to understand that that is not a normalcy. It should not be a normalcy for us. It should not be, every Sunday. It should not be, you know, um, the only time that we're happy. It should not be something that we run to whether we're happy, sad, mad, glad. It should not be attached to just emotion, um, whatever emotion that is. But I do think that it does go hand in hand, and I think it will continue to until we actually get to the root of the issues, and until we actually make it a priority to change. Because we can sit and say we want to change, we can sit and say that we're going to slowly but surely implement things. We can say that. But until we actively do it, that's why when people say, "Oh, I'm growing," my first thought is, are they actively growing? When people say that they're on a growth journey, because I've been saying it for a year, are you actively growing? Because I can sit and say I'm growing, but you should see results in the way I talk, in the way I walk, in the way I think, in the way I convey a message. You should see results if in fact I am doing exactly what I say I'm doing. Um, if I say that I am eating more healthy, then you should see it in my choices. You should see it actively in my face. You should see it in my in a weight loss. You should see it maybe in some toning or some firming up. You should see it in my skin, my complexion clearing up, things like that. Um, Things that are conducive to someone actually doing that. You should see it if they're actively doing that. So I think that we actively need to begin to change our mindset, and we need to actively implement the things that common sense tells us. Um, and for me, these things were extremely hard. So I had to go to drastic measures. I had to actually go so far as to have, you know, 80% of my stomach removed. Now, everybody doesn't have to go that far. Everybody is not in need like that. But I just happen to have been one of them. Um, that's been my battle, and I needed assistance, and I got it. And whether no matter what stage you are, no matter if you've had surgery or not, your mind does not change. You have to change that. Your mind only. Let me rephrase that. Surgery, diets, pills, these things don't change your mind for you. You have to change your mind. You have to. I had surgery. You can cut a check all day long and go to Mexico just like I did. But nobody, not even Dr. Lopez, who did my surgery, can change my mindset. Nobody can do that but me and our Heavenly Father. That's it. So I think that we need to start there. We need to start there, and then we need to actively do the things that involve change. That's it. So even in our financial situations, whether we are middle class, whether we are well off, whether we are poverty stricken. I think that we still can make these changes if we're smart, if we're creative, if we actually take time to plan. Because let's face it, even if you work 24 hours, and I work a lot, you guys, a lot, we still, just like we can take time to watch our favorite show, just like you can take time to watch my video right now, and it's been 20 minutes. You could have, in this length of this video, you could have cut up all your fruits and vegetables for the entire week. You could have physically wrote down and placed it on a refrigerator magnet the meals planned out for the week. Could have did that in this 20 minutes. So we all, when we tell the truth, shame the devil, we all can make time to do what really matters. What really matters. And that's actively becoming better and actively becoming healthier. And that takes creativity, time, and effort. But we all can actively do it. And we all should actively do it. And I hope that this sparks some kind of inspiration and encouragement for us all. Us, meaning including myself. For us all together to do so. So I love you all so much. I will talk to you guys later. I thank you for bearing with me for this long video. But again, I wanted to come with you to you guys, um, bringing you something of substance, bringing you something that can evoke change, bringing you something that can evoke growth. Because we all need encouragement in those areas. Again, I haven't mastered anything. And when I do these videos at times, sometimes I'm speaking to myself. Sometimes I'm ministering to myself. Um, or sometimes I'm pushing myself to go to another level in it. So when I come to you with these videos, it's not that I'm coming to you as some sort of guru or some sort of teacher. I'm coming to you as a woman who also struggles and who also um, is actively trying to do better and be better. But I'm actively doing it. And I welcome you all to join me in doing so. So, on that note, you guys, I love you all so much. I thank you all for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys later. Be blessed.